What's up, guys? Jin Sakai. We're back. Um, I figured I came across these these sort of somewhat scary stores. I'm not sure if any of these are actually like real or not, but hey, it's good for some good reading. So I figured I'd go through and do that real quick. Maybe read this one and then upload this to YouTube and upload another one, and I'll be done for the night. I don't know what the schedule is for this, but yeah, just sort of winging as we go. So, anyway, here we are. The Rugrats. Yeah, the Rugrats. This shit gets deep. The Rugrats really were a figment of Angelica's imagination. Chucky died a long time ago along with his mother. That's why Chaz is a nervous wreck all the time. Tommy was a stillborn. That's why Stu is constantly in the basement making toys for the son who never had a chance to live. The DeVilles had an abortion. Angelica couldn't figure out whether it would be a boy or a girl, thus creating the twins. As for all grown up, Angelica was a bipolar schizophrenic who, as a teenager, became addicted to various narcotics, bringing her back to her childhood, and thus her creations she obsessed over. Because of the time lapse between the present and the last time she interacted with the creations, she made them older. Angelica was constantly taking hits of acid so she would never have to live in the world without her creations, who were her only company in a judgmental world. See, I told you, this gets deep. Angelica's mom actually died of a heroin overdose. Angelica was schizophrenic slash bipolar because she was a crack baby. Additionally, Drew in his depression married a gold digging whore that Angelica idolized because she fooled herself into thinking it was a real mom, but always had a concept of her mom Cynthia, who and took a Barbie doll and made it after her mom's image, wearing an unwashed orange dress and having jacked up hair, which is why she was so attached to it. Later in life, she followed in her mom's footsteps with drugs and everything, dying of an overdose at age 13, when All Grown Up was cancelled. The only Rugrat not to be fictional, however, was unborn Tommy's brother Dill. However, Angelica didn't know the difference between Dill and her creations. Dill didn't follow her commands after endless crying and refusal to disappear like the others did when Angelica was angry with them. She hit him. And she hit him, screaming in a screeching tune. Stu ran in and pulled his niece off his only child, but it was too late. He had a brain hemorrhage, which resulted in a deformation. As he grew up, his only damage only became more evident by the time he was 9 and all grown up. He lived as an outcast, being ridiculed for his weirdness and retardation, and the immense guilt over this is what led her to drug use, and is what which led to Angelica. I can't read. I'm sorry. This is gonna sound horrible. The immense guilt over this is what led her to drug use and was what led Angelica to uncreate the Rugrats briefly, until experience with hallucinogenics. On a trip to Paris to find love, Chaz married a hooker named Kira. He was actually going to marry a different hooker, but she just wanted him for his money. Well, yeah, actually. That sounds pretty typical. Uh, who had a daughter named Kimmy that was torn from her because she was a cocaine addict. Angelica abandoned her from Kira's stories. He lost his mind after, I guess, Drew lost his mind after the death of his wife and was in denial that she was ever a prostitute. Upon return to America, Chaz and Kira married and she got her green card, and it was actually a really happy romantic story. Kira continually struggled with addiction, but was relatively happy with her life, and Susie was actually Angelica's only friend, who entertained the thought of Angelica's creations for her. She later became a psychologist and teamed up with Nickelodeon to make Rugrats. When Angelica died of drug overdose, she helped arrange her funeral. Angelica's death was sad because of her addiction. She was expelled from society, which led to a break with reality and her eventual death. She spent the last days of her life in the back of the school cafeteria, imagining her friends around her, and playing with the lives of her creations. That was deep as hell, actually. I have to get rid of all of these. Holy hell. But, yeah. That was this. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna do a thing where I just sort of read these. There's tons of them. There's Courage the Cowardly Dog, which explains that looks kind of cool, actually. I'll probably do this one next. Scooby-Doo lost episode. Shaggy's over smoking and shit. Alright. Okay. So that's the thing. um, so yeah. I'll read this next. So that'll coming up next. Not sure if you guys enjoy this, but I'm gonna do it anyway as I go, so we can, get this out of the way and stuff. And yeah, actually. So don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and if you like the video, like. I said that twice now, but oh well. Don't forget to keep it sexy, and let me know if this should be a thing. This is the first time doing it, so it's gonna be a bit sort of uncreepy, but yeah, why the hell? Why the hell not? Let's do it. So and I'll see you guys in the next video. Jin Sakai out.